So far we have learned. Now you can see the eclipse, right, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
we know.
we know.
Okay.
We know.
Yeah. Now we know this line. We know this line as well. So we know this line and we know this line, what it does. Okay. Now the one which we are going to discuss now, it is important only, but it will not take much of your everyone's time. Now what this driver dot get method will do,
It will
right? What
open that
what
browser.
yeah, it will open a specific URL, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Dot get method will open whatever you pass. If it is a valid URL, the job of this dot get method is to just put that onto the browser and open it, correct? So it means that a new instance is created. Within that, this new URL, obviously this is the new only, right? Not, no URL is passed before that, correct? This is the new URL only. The job of the get method is to initiate the new browser along with the Chrome driver, and it will help you to reach to this page, correct? The main purpose of this get method is used to direct the web driver, right, to a particular web page which is specified with the help of this URL, correct? Very importantly, this initiates a new browser session and loads whatever is your desired web page. Okay. Now you know what do you mean by cache? CACHE. Have you heard this word before? Have you heard?
For the when we are loading the page, it will be
Right? When you
whatever we are hitting to the server, it will save in the cache. So we don't want hit again and again.
absolutely correct. That's the see what happens is when you browse any interview any web pages, right? Especially on the internet, what happens is the cache is a kind of a mechanism which is built in every system. Automatically it will save the home page or the required cookies or required information to your cache. Okay. So why it will store next time when you try to open a similar web page or the same web page, the first it will go and check in your cache first whether anything related to google.com is available or anything related to Amazon is available. Then he'll take that input from cache. Then it will go and connect to your internet. If you observe few times, your home page launches very fast, but the moment you type anything, then it says internet, there is no internet, page cannot be loaded. It means the page is coming from the cache. The main cookies, the main important pages, important designs, everything uh, will be loaded into your cache and it will pick them from the cache. Okay. Now, why are we discussing this? Is when you launch driver.get, right? This is going to be a complete new browser session. It is nothing that it will go and check first in the cache or something. So driver.get method is that kind of a method which doesn't have any history, which doesn't have any backup in the system. It will open your browser with fresh browser without anything going and checking the history of your browsing or history of your laptop, nothing. It launches a new browser session. Okay. Now, now let's say there is a situation. Okay. There is a, let me get there. Okay. Now you are browsing through different pages. Now just imagine this is kind of a Amazon. Okay. Just an example. Now you are browsing through different pages you are browsing, and in one of the page what happened, right? This there is some product which is not loaded. It is half loaded, or it did not load it properly. Or you're trying to look for an image inside one browser. That image is not loaded because of some internet issue. You need to refresh the page. Got it? You need to refresh the page, or or you are in this page, page 1, page 2, page 3, vice versa. There are a lot many pages. Imagine you are in the third page, the image is not loaded properly. One option is you can refresh the page. Then you see that image is loaded properly. The another option is sometimes we come back to this page, and again you go back to this page where your image get loaded. I'm just creating some scenario. Okay, there might be a case. Okay, now if you want to do a refresh, how is it possible with automation? That is the first question. Or second one, okay, I want to now let's say you want to go back to this page. Okay, you're in third page. How do you go back to this page? Can someone tell me in automation?
I think it will give in the script itself as
It will have method maybe.
we should
No, whatever you
mention
learned
in
so
the
far,
script.
forget about the future one. Whatever you learned so far, you tell me how it is possible.
The get URL.
Current URL. No, current URL means third one only will open.
Get URL method.
Okay. Now this is a scenario. How would you achieve? Now, if you wanted to go back, example, your automation script should remind this page, right? It should remember this page, correct?
Yes.
Then only if you click on back button on through automation, whatever, if you try to click on back button, it should go to the same page if your automation script remember this page history. Yes or no?
Yes.
It means that it should pick up the page from cache, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
This page, the moment you hit on back button, it will go to this cache and bring that page back onto your screen. Correct? Manually, but how that is possible in the automation? Okay. So we have a method called navigate. Okay, we have a method, like we have a function called navigate. It gives us few methods, right, to help us to solve this kind of problems. So navigate method is a part of a web driver. Okay, a navigation interface provides these advanced capabilities for navigating between different browsers, page 1, page 2, page 3. Correct. The important mechanism of this page is it will talk to cache, right? And it will get the history of your browsing. Now, when I say browsing, when you're on third page, it will go back to your second page, whatever page you are in. That page it will bring back to us on the screen. So it means it is allowing forward and backward. So if you do forward, example, if you are in third page, second page, if you have forward, it will remember what was the third page you went on? That page will be displayed here. If you are using backward, what was the second page did you browse? So it will get back that page. So this get method is the job of a get method is to not to deal with any kind of a cache mechanism. It will not deal with any history of your browsing. It only opens a new session. But whereas navigate method is more of a granular control, right? It is controlling all your history. It is controlling all your navigations. Okay. And also, if you want to refresh a page, navigate method also helps us refreshing the page. You understand now?
Yes, Vinod.
Yes, Vinod.
Okay. Now you have to remember these methods and use it whenever it is required. Now mechanism you should understand. What is the get and what is the navigate? Now we know this launches, right? This method we know it will launch Amazon, right? Now let's say I launch another URL. Okay, let's launch another URL here. Right, browser is not opening. Okay, let's launch this one. Google, right? If you run this one, where is that gone window? It opens Amazon, it opened Chrome, right? Two different pages, right? Amazon and Chrome, correct? Two different pages. Okay. Now what is that we learn now? We understand there is a navigate method, navigate interface, which will give us more options. Okay. But now get method will not give those details, correct? Get method will not give those details. Okay. But navigate methods helps us to go back. Now, which pages did we visit? Now, driver dot navigate
Navigate
dot, let's say,
back.
back. Okay. Now, let's see what it does.
Mm,
Did you saw the change?
yes,
First, we
Vinod.
have
Yes,
opened,
Vinod.
first we open Amazon, right? Then we open Chrome. Then we put driver dot back. From Chrome, it went to Amazon. Okay. So let's apply some red dot sleep so that you will see some difference. Now Amazon, now Chrome. It will wait for 5 seconds. It went to Amazon, right? You observe that?
Yes.
Yes,
Observe
Vinod.
it, right? Okay, let me clean this up. Okay, all right. Now, let's say Again, we do a. Now this time what will happen?
Oh,
This time what will happen?
It will come to
We'll
Chrome.
go to next
Amazon.
page. Or what?
go.
It will go back to Amazon and it will
See,
come
this
back to
one
again
will
Chrome.
go back to Amazon. It will come
Yes,
back to
Chrome.
Chrome.
Directly
Chrome.
Sorry,
from
Google. Okay.
Google.
Let's see whether it is working fine or not. See, it came back. You saw that? I applied some weight so that you can see some changes. Chrome, Google now. Next, it will be first Amazon. It went to right. It will go back. It's forward. That's it. It's done. Yeah, it is done. Observe the changes. How many times it moved forward and backward, right? Let's apply some
Refresh.
refresh. So let us see. See, I'm using thread.sleep so that we can see the changes, but don't make a habit. We use implicitly wait and WebDriver wait in your scripting. Okay, don't make habit of thread.sleep. Now it will go back to Pro Amazon, right? It will refresh. Oh, now it will refresh. Got refreshed. See that?
Yes, we know.
Yes, Vinod.
Okay.
Yes.
It is though it is simple to understand, but it is very important while doing automation. So you cannot. There will be pakka interview question. So how do you use navigate methods? What are the different navigate methods it supports? Okay. Now we know that the get function is part of the WebDriver interface, but whereas navigate function is part of the navigation interface. Okay, that's a difference. Get get is from the WebDriver interface, but whereas navigation is from the function is from the navigation interface. Okay. Now here the important difference is when you apply get, right, then you apply get method, the next course of action, let's say after this, after this, there is a thread dot sleep, whatever, just there is another line. Now another internal mechanism is the moment you apply get method, it will wait till this complete page is loaded. That is the important of navigation, sorry, get method. Once this page is loaded completely, then only the control will come to thread.slip. But whereas the navigate method doesn't work like that. The moment it completes, it will go to the next one. The moment it completes back, it will go to the next one. It will not wait. But whereas you have this navigate, this get method, which will help you to open any URL, but it will wait till the complete page is loaded. Another important difference is what get method doesn't have any history. Okay, it will not track any of your history. But whereas navigate method, the word itself is a navigation. It will store, it will talk to the cache mechanism. And of course, this that doesn't support any console refresh mechanism. The navigate method supports for the refresh mechanism. Right? There is no option called refresh in get method, but there is an option called refresh in navigate method. And there is no forward and backward in get method. It will only launch the new browser session on the new URL. But whereas navigate, it will go back, it will move forward, it will move backward also. Okay. You understand the difference now? There should be one more method.
Yes, sir.
That is back or backward, Vinod? Only
Back.
back.
When we say backward, we say in the sentence like a backward. Otherwise, it is a back. Let's take another URL for this. Let's take okay. Now see here. Right? It is also working. Now you can also use this navigate dot to launch any URL. But the only problem is to get method will wait till complete this page is loaded, whereas navigate method will not be used for complete loading of the web page. So navigate methods are used in middle of the scripting, but not as a primary method to invoke any browser instance. But yes, navigate is definitely helpful. It was really helpful when we were doing the automation scripting. It was really helpful in the middle of it to go back to the previous page, come back to this. So there is no headache of multiple lines writing of the code, multiple browser sessions invoking. Just write backward, forward based on your need. It will help. You understand the difference now? All good?
Yes, sir.
Vinod.
Any doubts, please let me know. Any doubts?
Vinod, in get method, any other methods is there? Get, only get method.
To open any browser, this is the driver. See, driver has many methods, but to open the browser on the browser, we use get method.
Oh,
Okay.
Inside the get methods, if you want to go back or go forward, we will use navigate method, right?
Navigate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But directly we cannot write navigate.to because it won't
No,
it
we
won't to
don't.
load.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, okay. Right. So let's on to the Okay. Uh, Now if I open, okay, no, yeah, this is the Amazon page. Now see, when I open this Amazon page, right? Now if I wanted to uh, go to the sign in page, the moment if I place it on, I have to move the mouse from here to the sign in page. In the sign in page, I want to click on your account. Okay, now here I'm not clicking anything. See, I'm not clicking anything, but I'm just doing the mouse over. Okay, again, see here, I'm not performing any operation here. I'm just moving my mouse to this place, this area, which is sign in button for now. And the moment I place mouse pointer on this, there are other fields which are opening. Okay. Now, there might be few scenarios where you need to do a mouse over. Now, if I see, if Amazon doesn't have this one features, but the only one I got this example is this one. So if you wanted to do a mouse over on an element, how it is possible with these locators? Can someone tell me? If you got the question,
No, Vinod, can you repeat it?
see, there is a mouse over option. You understand mouse over, everyone? Mouse over. Okay. You hover the mouse on this particular element and it is displaying this message. This is a kind of a sub menu and sub menu. So how do you automate the mouse over? How do you automate a mouse over? Okay, one that is one. Okay, now there is an operation. Okay, let me open that particular link. Where is that link? Oh, give me a minute. Let me check the system once. Selenium training, Selenium important links. Let me open this one. Okay, here we go. Right. Now let me share the screen. Now I have a website here. Okay. Now you can see here this is a dummy website. This is a sample website with a practice. But if there is any web application or website where you need to perform some right click operation, see the left click is not working. Okay. But if I do a right click, you have selected a context menu. Then this pop-up is coming. It means that when you do a right click, this message will open. Okay. Now, like this. See, right, I'm doing a right click here. I'm doing a right click here. I'm doing a right click here. But if I do a right click on this one, it is not working. Okay. I need to do a right click only on this particular image. So how do you perform a right click operation on any, if it is an Amazon website, this is a right click operation. If it is a right click, this is a right click. Now, how do you perform a right click operation on any web element? For the practice purpose, they have given this. The moment if your locator is correctly working, if it is performing a right click, then this text message will open. What it says, you selected a context menu. Okay. Now, that is second scenario, second requirement. First one is what? First one is mouse over. Correct? First one is what? First one is
Mouse over.
How to
mouse
automatically
over.
mouse over.
Yeah, mouse over. Second one is
How
right
do you
click operation.
perform a right click?
How to perform a right click operation. Third one, in some scenarios, I need to check a website who can help us on this. On some scenarios, example, let's say, example, the sign in button. If I do double click only, it will work. Just saying an example. So there is a feature which only works if I do a double click. Then only it will work. So how to do a double click? How to do a double click on a particular? Let me check any website which is there. Okay, where is that website? Let me open this one. Let me check. I have a website which will help us. Get this one. If I open this one, I have to click. Now this is a dummy website. Generally, all trainers will be using it to showcase an example of double click. Now there is one website. What it says, there's a copy text, right? If I click single click, it will not work. Double click only, it will work. Now, if I click a single click, it will not work. It says a function is triggered when the button is double click. If I click double time only, it will work. It means there is a mouse operation. The first one is what? Mouse over. That is a mouse operation. Second one is what? Right click. Again, this is a mouse operation. Third one is what? Double click. Again, that is a mouse operation. How can we do it? Third one, drag and drop. Now, we might have a situation where you can do a drag and drop kind of a activity. And if you want to automate that, drag and drop, how will you do it? Okay. So let me check for any, there was a demo QA. Yeah, probably. Yeah, now this is a dummy one for the practice purpose. Now you need to drag from one location to other location. Okay, this is a drag and drop functionality. Okay, so now this operation is done by the mouse only, right? Yes or no? These are the operations are done by the mouse only. So how can we achieve mouse over operation through automation? How can we achieve mouse over operation on right click? How can we achieve in automation double click? How can we achieve automation on drag and drop? Is our learning now. Okay, please make a note of it. Right. Okay, I think it's a small one. You will write it. Okay. Now, Selenium comes with different features, different mechanism. Where when you perform some clicking on buttons, typing some text, entering the value in some text box, you can even scroll through pages. You can even close the page. You can do many things. But there is another feature which is given by Selenium, is a actions class. Okay, the action class basically it is a advanced user interactions in Selenium. Like it will automate the mouse movements, keyboard inputs, and importantly, the mouse interactions. In this case, very important, this will be interview question. We call this as a context menu. Right click operation is actually called as context menu. No one will call a right click in the real time. We call that as a context menu. The context click or the context menu. Okay, context click or context menu is something which is related to the right click operation. In the interview, people will ask what is the context click or what is the context menu and how do you achieve it? How do you achieve it? Okay, this is the one. See, context menu. So how do we achieve? With the help of actions class. So actions class comes with many methods that we'll see. Out of all, the four important one which we have is mouse over, context click, double click, and last one is what? Drag and drop. So how do I do it? So actions class is again we have to create an object A is equal to new actions class. Always it has open and close bracket, and you should always pass the driver. Because why are we passing driver as a argument here? Because it should perform action on this particular website, correct? And we know this driver is talking to WebDriver. With the help of WebDriver, which the interface is helping the driver to communicate with the Chrome browser. Correct. Now you have to add the respective packages. Always remember, it comes with Selenium interactions org.openqa.selenium interactions. Okay, see here. You should remember in the interview, if people ask, what is the package that is required for importing or to work actions class in your project? What is the package that we need? So we need interactions. Okay. Now, so another thing important, this is a real time. We use this kind of element identification in real time. Okay. Now we identify, right? Now let's say, let's do this. Okay. Now, once we launch this, let's launch this. Okay. Let's do a inspection. To a mouse pointer, right? And I'll open the selectors hub. Now, which one is that? This one, right? Copy the XPath. I'll check whether whatever XPath copied is identifying one element. Yes, it's identifying one element. See here, one element, and it is highlighting here as well. So I'll copy this one. Okay, and keep it here. Now this is my XPath. Now how am I defining the locator? Dot XPath double quotes. I'm passing this one in the one and put an colon. Now this is how I generally define, right? Now example, this locator information. Now I'm writing thousands of lines. Okay, I'm writing 1,000 lines code, and this element needs to be called every time. I want to use this locator information every time in my further lines of code. So I'm writing lot many lines further, and I want to use this particular line, particular element identification, right? I want to use that. How should I do it? Very important. You can do this. Web element is, let's say, sign in is equal to. Okay, now place mouse pointer. Import the web element or dot Selenium. Now this sign in variable, which is of web element, I can write like this every time in my code. I can write this like this. Click. No need of writing my whole length like this. I can simply write the sign in, or if I want to do something else, I can do any operation that I want. No need of defining this again and again, again, again. Simply one line is enough. But that is only possible if you define that locator information as a web element, as a variable. Got it right? And always if you wanted to perform any actions class interactions within the web browser, you should always define that particular element as a web element. Then only it will treat. Actions class is just a class. It doesn't have anything to do with the Selenium. But you are telling boss this is going to be a Selenium task. You need to perform some actions. What actions? You need to go to this browser. Okay. What needs to be done? That's what the next step is, right? Now I've created actions class variable A. What is that I want to do? I want to do the mouse over, right? If I put A dot, there are this many methods in actions class. Many methods. Okay. So here what I'm doing, I want to do a mouse. Let's type something mouse, right? Move to element. See? Move to element target. Take this one. What is your target? This is the one target, right? Sign in. It's already taken automatically. Now what I'm saying here, let's close this browser. I'm saying here, as soon as my page is open, I'm telling the mouse to go on this particular element and open this one. So we are performing mouse over operation here. Now after writing this method, right, couple of things that you need to understand. First is what? Now the mouse over operation is not yet completed. This is just you're moving your mouse. Okay. Now actions class, actions only completed. This move to element action is only completed when we write build dot perform. This move to element is first build. It will prepare the action. Then it will perform the action. It will prepare the action. It will perform the action. You getting the point? You will first prepare the action. What is the action that you are preparing? What is the action that you're preparing? Move to element. That will build. It will collect all the information. Okay, driver information, element information, web element information. It is ready. Then it will perform the action. So these two terms are important. If you want this actions class to be actions to be performed on your browser, these two methods are mandatory. Okay. Now, where my flower brackets are. Okay, start there. Okay, let's see what it is doing now. Let's run this one. All good. Let's have some red dot sleep. Yeah. Did it work? Did you saw it is working?
Yes, we know.
I added some red dot sleep. Now it is only doing the mouse over. It did not perform anything after that mouse over operation. See, it is maximized. Now the mouse over operation will happen after 5 seconds. Right? Now the mouse over happened. Okay. Now let's close this one. And once it is open, right? Let's click on your orders. Inspect. What is that? Your orders. Okay. I'll copy this one. Only one element is identified. I'll take this one. And let's try with this one only. A dot to target. For that, what we need? We need again one more web element, right? Yes or no? This is different web element, right?
Yes, we know.
Need to do it. And save. This is your account. And we'll pass that into the move dot element. This time we'll do a click operation. Dot build dot perform. And that will give some time in between, may not be 5 seconds, we'll give 2 seconds. Don't make a habit of writing it at dot sleep. I'm writing just to showcase your script, right? Don't use that in your actual scripting. So it should click on your account after mouse over operation. Yeah, in order to see the orders, we need to sign in, right? That's what it is. It is not it. Even if I click here, if you click on orders, we have to sign into this. So it is working perfectly, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
we know.
Okay. So far, what you saw? You saw mouse over is done, correct? Mouse over is done. How it is done with help of move to element. Okay. Now, what is that? Next, double click. Right. So we'll create another class. One click. And quickly copy from there to here. Is required. Anyway, we need double click with this one as well. Okay. Now this one. Now we have to pass the different URL. Let's close this. This double click operation. We got some more URL, right? This is the one URL. Okay. We'll copy the URL again. Copy this. Yeah, it will maximize. Okay. Now it is refreshed. So we need to capture this one, right? We need to capture this one. So I right click. Sometimes what happens is the right click operation will not allowed on this button. Sometimes it will not allow, but other areas you can do a right click. But on this button, it will not allow. In such case, what you do, just right click anywhere here, inspect, and take this inspector and click on that particular button. Automatically, it will show. Okay, that's the trick. Now, what is the XPath? And if I open selectors, I do a how many? There are one element. Okay. Can you see this alert, guys? Can you see this alert? Can someone read quickly?
This element is inside same origin iframe. Switch inside iframe to access it through automation.
Okay. Okay. So see now it is identifying, right? One element, correct? If I take
Yes.
relative XPath from here, I can copy from here. So, okay. Now I'll do a relative XPath. This is my what? This is my copy text. Okay. Copy text. Now I don't need this one because it is already a copy text is the one. Now I'll take the actions class from here. Let's not waste time. Driver is same. Now this time it is copy text, right? The button. Copy text, build.perform. This and now this one is not required, but this is not the okay. But this is not the move to element. What is this now? Dot double click, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Copy text. So on this particular element, we are doing a double click operation. Now all good. Let's remove this thread dot sleep. Okay. Any errors here?
No, Vinod.
No errors, right? Okay. Let's run this. Tell me the script is going to be a successful or a failure. I'm just trying to guess. How many people are there in the class today? How many people are there in the class today? Okay. 6 people are there. Tell me whether the script is success or a failure.
Successful.
Yes, Archana says success.
Yes.
Click
Success.
click method, double click.
Speak loudly. Speak loudly. Can't hear you.
Yeah, it is working.
Come on. 6 people. Archana says it's working double. Rajalakshmi says working. Others? Hopefully others are not sleeping.
After copy text, we need to again click method.
No, not required. This double click is happening,
Double
right?
click is
Okay.
Only performing 2 times.
Sorry, who was that?
no.
Yes, Siri, what is that?
Oh no, I'm saying the double click will take that 2 clicks, right? No need to right click.
Not required. This will take care of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
click.
only.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
My opinion, this will not work. Let's see.
That's yeah.
The failure. See? Why it is a failure? It says no element, no such element exception. So whatever we have written, why does it fail? Can someone tell me quickly? I mean, it is in front of you only. Okay. Check this one and check this one. Where did we make mistake?
We have to import this org.openqa.selenium
There is no
nodes.
error. There is no error showing it, right, Archana?
Yes, we know.
Like if I remove, now let's say we'll remove this. This is one, right? I remove this one. Now actions will throw error. Okay.
Yes, we know. Yes, we know.
I've imported it. Now error is gone.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me where is the issue then?
Any path problem? Path,
XPath problem.
yeah, maybe unable to identify the exact address.
It's timing problem maybe. We need to add implicit or explicit.
No, we have added 5 seconds. 5 seconds we have added. If you want, I'll increase more time also. No problem. Should I increase more time?
No, we know.
No, if that is not there, that means why?
Maybe double click method is not correct. Any other method is there?
Okay. Now that's where I told you this one to look at here. This element is inside the origin of iframe. Switch inside iframe to access it through automation. Did we do this?
No, we did not.
No.
We did not do, right?
Yes.
Can you read that again, everyone, loudly, please?
This element is inside same origin iframe. Switch inside iframe to access it through automation.
Did we reach out to
Frames,
anything like
no.
that? No, we just did the XPath. Okay. Now, very, very important in the automation. Whenever you get a alert like this, or while automating, if your element is not identified, see here. Now this is one partition, right? This is one partition. The whole page is divided in partitions, which is in HTML language. We call that as a frames.
Yes.
This is going to be a painful kind of activity if you don't know what is frames. If you don't understand, now this is, see, this is 90%, this is 20% frame. Now this is 90%, this is 10%. Okay. Now, if you see these kind of a partitions on the web page, then that partition is actually developed with the help of a frames concept. Try to read frames. So for us, just to understand what are frames, how the frames are divided. Here also, if I look at, do right click and inspect, right? If I go, because that message has displayed, right? Now we need to search whether there is a frame word here. See here. So iframe. Whenever you see such thing, first thing, this is the parent. And whatever is inside the parent, this is the inspect. Right? This is the This is the child element. Okay, this is the parent, this is the child. You cannot directly talk to the child until you take permission, or you reach out to first parent, then you reach out to a child information. How do I do that? So let's try and see how it is working. Now we have something here. This is the element, right? Before that, what we need to do, driver dot switch to dot frame
Frame
x frame
with
web
element.
element double quotes. Okay. Now what is the name of the frame? What's the name of the frame? iframe, right? This is the ID. This is a, I have to take the ID or name. Anyone would be the same. Both are the same name. This is the name. Okay. See, because I saw this one, this message, iframe this here, that's where it got triggered. Now we are first getting into the iframe. Then we are identifying the element. Then we are doing some double click operation. So let's see. We'll give some dot sleep. This time it will run.
Yes, Vinod.
Yes, it
It will
Yes,
run.
Vinod.
Yes. Let's see.
Dot frame.
Correct. It worked, right?
yes.
It worked. See, the text has come. Okay. Again, I'll run it. What is the scope of this? When we do a double click on the copy text, then this same text is copied here. See, intention is to perform a double click operation on the copy text. I'll do a double click. See, now it is copied. That is what we are doing here. Now watch out for one last time. It will maximize. Is waiting. This is very slow. Yeah, it is now maximized. Then it is waiting. We have given thread dot sleep. Now it is done. Now see, the script will be terminated. Okay, we'll remove thread dot sleep. Let's run as fast as it can. Let's run it quickly. Open it. Page open. To maximize. We have given it thread dot sleep on the top. No, right? It is still taking time. Yeah, it is done. See here, it's done. So it is waiting that this page to be loaded completely. Maybe that's the reason it is. After the maximize, immediately it is clicking. We observe. Okay. Now,
Yes, Vinod.
how can we achieve double click operation with the help of
Frame.
double click? Correct?
Mm.
Yes or no? This is the double click operation, right?
Yes, Vinod.
Okay. All right. So what is the last one? We'll do it quickly. What is the last one?
Drag and drop.
Drag and drop.
Drag and
Drag
drop.
and drop.
Vinod,
Yes.
there we are passing inside the frame, we are passing ID or class. For every frames, it will be ID or class. For some time, there won't be ID and class, right? At that time, we will use class XPath or CSS, right? If there is
No. You
no,
have to use iframe name. See, definitely this is not a locator information.
okay,
This is not the locator information. This is the locator information where developer can use anything he wants. But here there should be ID for sure or name for sure. Anything should be mandatory will be there.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
And we'll see there is a new mechanism which came up recently. And if possible, I'll tell you. Otherwise, ID and name is there, then this is the procedure. Always you should switch to that frame. Then only it will allow.
Okay, okay.
Okay. And drag and drop. Okay. Now drag and drop. What is the website that we discussed? Close this one. Let's close this one. And this one, right? Okay. I'll pass this on to this page. This get method. It will maximize. And by default, this is open. And let me add the actions class. Okay. Now I need to have a web element. Do a web element here. Now I need to get the two things. One, this is a source, right? And this is the target, correct? The source, you should move it to the target. Okay. Now let's inspect this. Inspect. Copy this one, next path, put selector sub and paste it here, right? One element identified. Now this is the source. I'll put that here and I'll name this as a source. And I have to create one more target, right? I'll pick this as a target. This time, this is the target dropped and copy this path here. Oh, three elements identified. CSS, one element identified, CSS. Let's take CSS. Copy this one and paste it here. Okay, now this time change it to CSS selector. Okay, now we have source, we have target. Now I have to change this method, right? I'll add dot. Now you need to, what is that? Drag and drop. DRAG. Now there are two things coming up. If you look at it, one is web element source, web element target. So let's take this one. Automatically it has picked up source and target. So drag from source, place it on target. After this, what we can do? We have to do the build dot
Perform.
perform. Okay. Now let's see. And we'll give some thread dot sleep. Okay. Let's see. Will it work now? Yes, will it work?
Yes, we know.
Yes or no? Loudly.
Yes.
Yes or no, others?
Yes, Vinu.
Okay. Let me run. Let's see our luck. script is running. Oh, it has done. So let's see. Oh, what is the issue here? What is the issue? What is the issue, guys?
It's
Let's
not
see. It
came
did
from
throw any
source
error.
to target.
It is throwing any error. No error. What is error? Can you please check? Try to analyze what is error. We have a script here. We have a script here. Yeah, this is the one. And this is a script. What is an error? Can you tell me?
Here, from which place to from left to right or right to?
Maybe
We
a
are performing
frame.
from left to right, right? We know your voice is not clear.
And give me 1 minute, okay? Sorry, I got a call. Okay, did you identify the mistake?
Before it shows that another drag and drop, right? Not source and target. We need to take that one maybe.
Which one?
While we are entering the drag and drop, there are another arguments, right? This is we pass two arguments only, source and target. If we
Okay.
take another one, it will maybe come.
Okay. Others? Okay. All right. So here, tell you what is happening is, okay, I'll show you once again. Okay. Observe this very carefully. Elements are somewhere down. Okay. Our scroll bar is up actually. So it should come down so that action can perform interactions with this. See, the scroll bar was like this. So it is unable to identify this particular element. That is where it is not working. So actions class, it's not throwing an error. If you do it through find element dot click, definitely it will throw an error. Okay, let's try once. Okay, this is the one. Let's try this one. Okay, target, right? Target dot click. See, so simple it is. If you define through web element, it will work because it is not identified through the scroll bar is up, right? Because of that, it is not allowing. See, it throws an error. What error? Element not intercepted. See, element clicked intercepted. Element intercepted exception. Element is not clickable. Okay, that's fine. Just want to show that. Now, how do we resolve this one? Now, these are the sources and targets. Now, before that, we have to declare, we have to do a scroll down, right? We'll do a scroll down so that this operation can be successful. If this is successful, then this will be successful. How to achieve that? How to achieve that? So we have a JavaScript method. Okay, now we have initialized it. JS dot execute script. We have execute script, execute script key, object arguments. What is this one? Executor. This is one. JavaScript executor. We need to take either one string script object arguments. Okay, let's take this one. So we have to pass Windows dot COLL by scroll by, open the bracket, 0 comma 0 comma, let's put 500, let's put 350. Okay, close this bracket, close this bracket and close the double quotes. What is that arguments we need to pass here? Nothing, right? That's okay. Is that the right one? Indicate driver can execute have to provide an existing to. Okay. So let's see. Let's see it is doing the job correctly. It's done, right? Did you saw that?
Yes, we know.
You saw that?
Yes, we know.
Let's
Yes,
do a let's do a so good, right? If things are working in front of you, you'll feel better, you'll feel happy. You don't want to complete assignments. No one can help in that. Okay. 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 Like given some set or sleep. Please observe. Maximized. It will scroll down. Yeah, scroll down happened. It should drag and drop now. That right? You saw
Yes.
that? Okay. So this is how now what we have done. Tag exact name it is. Drag and drop. Okay. And also we have completed the what we have completed the navigate methods, right? Navigate. Right? Okay. Any doubts in today's session? Any doubts in today's session?
No.
No.
We know for every time double click, we need to write the frames one.
No, that's
There
what
will,
it is. Right? If it is inside the frame only, then you have to write. Otherwise, no.
okay. While copying